The sugar-coated hustle. Crumbl Cookie presents itself as a bougie dessert boutique, but beneath the sleek pink boxes and weekly hype lies a brilliant scam. They rotate flavors every week, claiming it keeps the experience fresh, but what it really does is manufacture urgency and FOMO. You're pressured to rush in before the week ends or miss out on something that might not even be good. Some flavors are bizarre experiments that taste like regret, while others are just remixed versions of the same dough with new frosting. And once in a while, when lightning strikes, they hit you with a cookie that's actually amazing, and that's what keeps people coming back. It's psychological warfare with sugar. Let's talk about price. These things are expensive. You're paying top-shelf prices for what's basically oversized cafeteria cookies. One cookie costs the same as a decent meal, and if you want variety, you're locked into buying a whole box. There's no small cookie option, no true sampler, just massive slabs of dough, most of which you'll probably toss or regret. The illusion of premium quality gives them room to mark it all up and still have people standing in line like it's a blessing. But the product doesn't match the presentation. It's dressed like luxury but baked like bait. The freshness, questionable. Sure, some batches are warm and soft, but it's a gamble. You bite into one and it's heavenly, then try the next and it's stale like it sat under a heat lamp all morning. Some cookies crumble the moment you pick them up, others are dense like drywall. You never know what you're gonna get. It's inconsistency masked by glitter and sugar, like a casino where your odds depend on how long it's been since the last rush of customers. There's no guarantee of freshness, only the promise of temptation. Customer service is a weird mix. Some locations have workers who are kind, fast, and helpful, but others feel more like you're interrupting a slumber party. A lot of the time, employees are joking around behind the counter, giggling, playing, like it's an after-school hangout rather than a business. The vibe is casual, not professional. And yet somehow that lighthearted chaos is part of the trap. It disarms you, lowers your expectations, and convinces you this is all fun. But you're not there to have fun. You're there to be swindled with a smile. The real con. The branding. It's all built to look elite, custom boxes, soft pink visuals, flashy menus on big screens, and clever little names. But at its core, it's the same cookie dough dressed in cosplay. The store's aesthetic is doing all the heavy lifting. Without the social media hype and the illusion of exclusivity, the entire business model collapses. Crumbl isn't about cookies, it's about selling you a fantasy, one overpriced, inconsistent, frosted slab at a time. Crumbl operates like a sweet, smiling cult. You enter their pristine little cookie labs and are immediately met with flashing screens, slick branding, and a sterile scent of sugar and synthetic nostalgia. They want you to believe this is dessert elevated, something gourmet, curated, almost artistic. But in reality, you're walking into a cycle of manipulation disguised as weekly variety. Each Sunday night, the new flavors drop like a mixtape, stirring frenzy online. It's marketing genius, make people chase newness so they forget about quality. And if a flavor bombs, no problem, it'll be gone next week. No accountability, just rotation. The idea of weekly change is clever because it keeps people addicted to the experience, not the product. You're not buying cookies, you're buying anticipation. Hope, dopamine. But here's the thing, not every week is a hit. Some weeks the cookies are bland, dry, or just straight up weird. Cereal milk, avocado toast. Who asked for these? Then they'll randomly keep a flavor for a second week, trying to juice it for every last dollar. There's no consistency in flavor or quality, just chaos disguised as creativity. You can't even buy a small cookie to test if it's good. Crumbl forces you to go big or go home, and that's by design. You spend more, waste more, and somehow feel guilty if you don't buy a full box. They use their massive cookies like edible trophies, big, photogenic, and made to be shown off on TikTok before anyone actually eats them. It's not dessert, it's content. And most of the time, it's not even good content. It's just sugar-stuffed disappointment waiting to happen. And yet, people line up. Week after week. Why? Because once in a while, they nail it. One cookie hits like childhood comfort, and that's what keeps you tethered. That one perfect moment. Crumbl knows it. They bait you with just enough greatness to excuse the mediocrity. It's not about making every cookie great, it's about making just enough cookies great to keep you in the loop. It's a psychological treadmill made of frosting. Behind the pink facade is a business built on addiction, inconsistency, and emotional trickery. It's a sugar-slick cycle that feeds on hype and hides behind the mask of variety. Crumbl doesn't care if you're satisfied. It cares if you come back. That's the scam. You think you're in charge of your taste buds, but really, you're just another mark in the cookie cult cycle. Beneath the soft branding and warm cookies lies an emptiness that hits harder than sugar crash. Crumbl isn't just overpriced, it's hollow. The store experience feels sterile, like a boutique that forgot what joy feels like. You're greeted by giant menus, digital ordering, and minimal human interaction, unless the workers happen to be in the mood to play along. It's fast, impersonal, and transactional, like a factory that swaps sincerity for speed. You don't leave Crumbl smiling, you leave wondering if you even got what you paid for. The cookies themselves are metaphors. They look rich, indulgent, beautiful, until you bite in and taste disappointment. Hard edges, oversweetened icing, raw dough interiors. It's not quality, it's quantity disguised in pink. And when you realize the truth, that most of these flavors are just repackaged mediocrity, the entire fantasy collapses. You didn't buy joy, you bought sugar-coated emptiness. Every cookie is designed to be big enough to share but too flawed to finish. And that's the point. They want leftovers. They want you to feel like you got something worth the price even if you didn't finish it. But nothing about Crumbl is about value, it's about illusion. Even the boxes are heavy, designed to make you feel like you're carrying something precious. But what you're really holding is a pretty trap. A pastry placebo. There are people who swear by Crumbl. They'll defend it like it's a lifestyle, not a bakery. But those people are chasing something deeper, a weekly ritual to fill a deeper craving. Not for sugar, but for excitement. Nostalgia. Belonging. Crumbl sells that fantasy, pre-wrapped and camera-ready. But in the end, it's just flour and lies, and the more you chase it, the more you realize you're not craving the cookie. You're craving what it pretended to be. In a world full of broken promises and synthetic comfort, Crumbl fits in perfectly. It's a brand built on surface beauty, social media hype, and flavor roulette. Some weeks you win, most weeks you lose, but either way, you're paying for the illusion. And that illusion, it's frosted, smiling, and completely, utterly empty.